What's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back with more tech and more reviews, and this time I'm here to bring you some of my favorite accessories for the iPad Air 4th Gen. This is part one, so let's jump into it.
For all time's sake.
So first things first, you gotta have some type of protection, and I'm a minimalistic kind of guy. I usually keep my iPad in a case or in some type of bag or pouch, but I found out that these cases from Moco are some of the best in magnetic coverage. Now, they're not as durable and as padded as some of other cases would be, but these cases add style and flair, and they're not too bulky. Like I said, I normally keep my device in some type of case or some type of bag. And seeing as right now I only have a few cases to choose from, this is probably one of my go-tos. It's slim, it's sleek, and it's basically able to go in any bag that I have right now. So this is the Moco magnetic case for your iPad Air 4th Gen. Next up, now everybody's not gonna have a case right now, right off bat, and you may need a way to visualize your entertainment or your productivity right up front. Well, this stand is going to be one of the best that you can actually pick up. I've been using this stand, and if you're new to this channel, you may not have seen this before, but if you've been here before since the past 2 years, you've seen this stand a lot in some of my videos. This stand is by the company Subcase. This is the multi-angle stand. This thing has tons of standing angles. It's small when you fold it all the way up. It's easily functional. It's one of the best stands that I've probably laid eyes on. It's extremely sturdy, no issues whatsoever when using this stand. And let's face it, everybody's not going to go out and buy the Magic Keyboard or even the Logitech Folio for their iPad. So this is a great little keyboard that you can pick up. This is Logitech Keys to Go. This thing has been a mainstay in my arsenal for a while now. I've had this thing for about 2 years, and it comes in handy. It's very ergonomic, it's super flat, super streamlined, it's waterproof, there are no gaps in between the keys. Everything feels good with this device except for one thing. It charges through micro USB. So Logitech, if you're listening, if you could put USB Type-C on this device, it would be your best seller. I'm telling you, like hands down, this thing is awesome. It's slim, it's sleek, it's waterproof. You can't go wrong with it. I'm going to drop a link below because I want you guys to check this one out. But it really pairs up nicely if you have the Subcase multi-angle stand. And this, you pretty much got your own little workstation wherever you go. So go by and check it out. Logitech Keys to Go. And then when it comes to gaming, you got your stand there, but now you need some gaming controllers. So some of the best that I've actually found would be from the company 8BitDo and also the Xbox controller. Now these controllers are probably some of the best that I've used while gaming on my iPad using Apple Arcade and other types of games. The controls on both of these are really smooth, really sleek, and they handle just like regular controllers would on a console gaming system. The buttons on these controllers normally just match up with whatever game that you're playing, and everything feels really fluid and really stylish. Now, I will tell you, on the Xbox controller, it normally has the haptic feedback or the vibration. You're not going to get that when you're playing certain games and you crash into walls, or maybe you get hit by another character. You're not going to get those vibrations. So just keep that in mind. But these right here are two great gaming controllers that you can pick up right now for your iPad Pro 4th Gen. Now when it comes to storage, I'm a big buff on USB Type-C because it's one of the fastest ways to actually get your data transferred. But if you have SSD with USB Type-C, it's even faster. Now these are the Samsung SSD. Now, this is the T5 and this is the T7. This T7 actually has a fingerprint scanner on it so that all your material stays locked up until you get ready. Fingerprint scanner is awesome. The speeds on these are phenomenal. You're going to be able to transfer data, you're going to be able to transfer your documents, and you're going to even be able to stream movies and videos directly from this card. So it's a good thing to have. If you don't pick up these specifically, there are tons of other USB Type-C SSD out there, so I encourage you to check some of them out. And what is an iPad without a hub? Now, since we have the USB Type-C interface now with our iPad, Air, we actually have to talk about one of my favorite hubs. This is the 6-in-1 hub by the company Base Us. Now, I will tell you that this thing latches directly onto the side of your iPad. It's very convenient, very easy to use, and this is probably one of the best hubs that I've had over the times. If you have the Apple Smart Keyboard Folio, you're going to be able to just latch this on directly to that device while the iPad is connected. And if you don't have that, you leave that insert in and you're connecting it directly to the iPad itself. It has a speaker grill right here so that you don't lose any of that sound that you paid for with all those speakers. There's a slot on here for USB Type-C for power pass-through. It has SD card slot, micro SD card slot. It also has HDMI output, and it has USB 3.0 built right into the side. So you can't go wrong with this, no matter what type of data that you have, whether SD card, micro SD card, or the USB old school, like a thumb drive or something. You're going to be able to use all of those with this device. Now, notice I didn't talk much about the HDMI compatibility, because when you're using your iPad with the HDMI to an output, you're going to still get that weird aspect ratio. There's an app that's going to fix that. I'm going to be talking about that app a little later on in a future video, but it's one of my favorite apps and it gets better and better every day. So stay tuned for that. And finally, you're going to need some power on the go, because this device can become drained. It does have an all-day battery, but if you're using it all day, you may need some excess power. In comes this little device right here. Now, this is from Aki. This is a portable charger. This thing has 10,000 milliamp hours and it charges at 18 watts. It has USB-A on one side, and then on the other side has USB Type-C. So you're going to be able to plug this in if you're on the go, and you're going to get that extra little juice just if you need it. You shouldn't, but just in case, you're going to have this as a backup. It's extremely small, about the size of a credit card. It's going to be able to fit in your pocket, in any bag, any pouch, any purse. This thing is going to go the distance. It supports fast charge up to 18 watts, just like I said, and then it has 10,000 milliamp hours. So you can't go wrong. Charges your iPad as well as any of those other smart devices, such as your cell phones. So there we go. This has been my part 1 for my favorite accessories for the new iPad Air 4th Gen. Now, keep in mind that I will be doing a full video on part 2, and then I will be doing a follow-up of the best Apple accessories for this device. So stay tuned for all of those. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Any questions, leave those down below as well. I always enjoy interacting with you guys, so hopefully this has been able to help someone out. So be sure to stay tuned. Part 2 will be coming soon. Until next time, I'm not giving you the peace, because we'll be back.